$280 million. That is how large the vaping industry was in Canada in 2016. That is a tenfold increase in just the last 5 years. I'm Adrian Ghobrial. We are live inside Canada's Vape Expo. It's the third annual, as you can see. If you can see me, it's just a wee bit hazy in here. Now, even with all this vape wafting through the air, recent research out of the West Coast has found and is backing up claims that vaping is far less harmful than cigarette smoke and secondhand smoke.
Essentially, it's the smoke itself, the vapor, is much, much safer than tobacco smoke.
The Centre for Addictions Research at the University of Victoria recently completed one of the most comprehensive reviews of all the scientific literature on e-cigarettes.
When we did the study, there were approximately 79 listed potentially harmful substances found in tobacco, of which 17 were detected in some studies looking at vapor from e-cigarettes. However, the levels of those were still much lower, often sometimes several hundred times lower.
Vaping is not smoking!
Though Ontario's Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care says it's still moving ahead with modernizing smoke-free Ontario. Telling CityNews in a statement, as part of this process, the ministry will examine updating its legislative framework, the Smoke-Free Ontario Act and the Electronic Cigarettes Act. Smoking a vape in Toronto is prohibited in any non-smoking area. Public Health say they still want more studies done.
We've been following the issue and we see that, yes, there is this suggestion and a look at it. And I know there's competing views. While there's potential for use as a cessation aid, we just don't have the studies.
The federal government has also proposed Bill S5 to regulate vapor products in Canada. The bill contains proposed restrictions on the advertising of vapor products. Currently, this vape advertisement is doing the rounds on the TTC, stating that soon vape ads will be outlawed. Nima Nouri is the man behind the ad in one of Canada's largest vape companies.
My concerns are mainly for the people that are not aware of this technology that is basically set to replace an ancient form of consumption, which is smoking.
As Ontario and Canada get set to tighten their rules around e-cigs, in England, public health in that country has recommended lightening the regulations surrounding the product to help get it in the hands of more people who want to quit smoking.
Vaping is 95% safer than smoking. So whether it's 95, 75, 65, it's the opportunity to reduce the harm for adults who smoke. So our consumers are adult smokers.
One thing both public health researchers and industry insiders all agree on is that regulations are key, though Dr. Tim Stockwell from the University of Victoria says it needs to happen quickly to help save lives and take the strain off of our healthcare system.
They need quickly to identify the safer products that don't use the dangerous metals in the filaments and say, these are fine, these are legal, you can buy these and you can have nicotine in them, and they can be advertised that promotes people going to get these and to give up smoking. That's my take on it.
As you can see, there's plenty of fruity flavors. There's apple, blueberry. This one here is raspberry, banana. One of the concerns are the way that it could be possibly marketed towards children. Now, no one is saying that vaping is good for your health. The research simply backs up the fact that it is less harmful than smoking cigarettes. And if you're looking for an alternative to kicking the habit, an alternative to smoking, the Vape Expo is going on here at the International Centre on Saturday and Sunday.